Well, blessings to you on this 29th day of Lent. Our devotional from Traumatic Triumph is called Peace Your Leader today. And our recentering activity that's suggested in the devotional is the simple one of just taking 3 deep breaths. So if you do that with me as we start. And one more. Our reading today is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verses 17 through 22. I'll be reading from the New Living Translation. I will exchange your bronze for gold, your iron for silver, your wood for bronze, and your stones for iron. I will make peace your leader, and righteousness your ruler. Violence will disappear from your land. The desolation and destruction of war will end. Salvation will surround you like city walls, and praise will be on the lips of all who enter there. No longer will you need the sun to shine by day, nor the moon to give its light at night. For the Lord your God will be your everlasting light, and your God will be your glory. Your sun will never set, and your moon will not go down. For the Lord will be your everlasting light. Your days of mourning will come to an end. All your people will be righteous. They will possess their land forever, for I will plant them there with my own hands in order to bring myself glory. The smallest family will become 1,000 people, and the tiniest group will become a mighty nation. At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Well, what a remarkable promise the Lord makes to his people through the words of Isaiah the prophet. Our world is so defined by violence, desolation, and destruction. It is hard to imagine a world in which those things just do not exist. The imagery here in Isaiah is similar to the vision of a new heaven and a new earth that the Apostle John would be given centuries later on the Isle of Patmos. Clearly, the Lord's timing and our hopes for these things to be present realities are not aligned. We wish for these things to be so now, and the Lord says simply, at the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Until that time, how ought we to live? Perhaps the idea of having peace our leader and righteousness our ruler might help. It is not an individual or a political party that, when in power, will make peace and righteousness possible. No, God envisions that the concepts of peace and righteousness themselves will lead his people. These ideals transcend party platforms and campaign promises. We can all commit to peace as our leader and righteousness as our ruler. Indeed, we can find ways even today to make sure that we align ourselves with the values of peace and righteousness that have nothing to do with the politics of our day and the troubles of our world systems. These systems, because they are designed and run by fallible people, will never fully live up to the ideals of peace and righteousness. Still, we should not be discouraged from doing what is good and right. We can do our part to engage these systems, work for justice and righteousness, and help others in the process. By making peace and righteousness our leaders, we will avoid the danger of placing too much value in the institutions themselves. Where do you hear the voice of the Lord calling? Where might peace be your leader and righteousness your ruler today? Remember, someday, all the world will know God's peace and righteousness. May they see a glimpse of it in you and I today. Other passages for contemplation are Psalm 146 and Matthew chapter 9, verses 27 through 34. God bless you. I hope to see you again soon.